Hi everyone, thank you for being here with us. We apologize for being a few minutes late. We had some technical difficulties. Thank you for watching. Here we have our medical director, Dr. Miryala, also known as Dr. Rad. Give us a like if you saw his dancing video. Hi Joey, we're really happy that you're here with us. So today is National Aging Awareness Day. And some of you sent in some questions for Dr. Rad to answer, and I will let Dr. Rad take over.
Hey, thank you, Jennifer. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. Just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, E&S Construction. E&S Construction has been in business for 40 years. They have a lot of experience. So if you have any needs for construction and if you want to get it right, call E&S Construction. They're located here in Deer Park, Texas. All right. I just want to get a little, clarification out of the way. This is just general public education. It's not specifically apply to you. So if you have any specific questions, we'd of course recommend that you follow up with your doctor about that. Okay. I'm just going to talk briefly about aging. So aging, what a lot of people want to talk about is longevity, like, how can I live a longer life? And part of that is not just living a longer life, but increasing your quality of life. Okay. So what are the levers that we can pull for living a long and quality, having a long life and having a long quality of life? Okay. So, and these are going to, for the most part, seem kind of simple, but it's really 1, nutrition, 2, exercise, 3, sleep, and 4, stress management. Okay, these are the 4 levers that we can pull to help increase our quality of life. So for nutrition, I don't really want to, talk about any specific diet. I know there are a lot of popular diets right now, like keto or paleo or vegan or vegetarian. We're not going to go into any specific diet or promote one over the other. But what we want to talk about is just choosing to have a healthy nutritional lifestyle. Okay. What that entails is eating whole foods, eating a balanced diet, getting lots of fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and fresh foods into your diet, minimizing processed foods, and also minimizing the intake of simple sugars and simple carbs so that you don't get a fluctuation or spikes of glucose into your system. And this is something that I'll mention, several times, is just kind of maintaining like a healthy diet without and avoiding like high glucose intakes. Everybody likes sugars. Everybody likes sweets. And if this wasn't an issue, I would just be eating chocolate milkshakes and chocolate chip cookies all the time. But we want to avoid big spikes of glucose into our system. So eating a balanced diet, eating lots of vegetables, lots of green leafy foods, broccoli, spinach, kale, getting a healthy diet, getting good proteins, eating nuts, whole grains. These are things, okay? So besides nutrition, the other big lever is exercise. For exercise, we want to get at least 30 minutes a day, get some aerobic exercise, but you also want to focus on strength training. As we age, our muscle mass goes down, and we want to try to maintain our muscle mass. And so you want to do some strength training to help maintain your muscle mass. Now, having a good muscle mass also helps control our glucose levels. So exercise helps burn off any excess glucose that we take in, and having muscle mass helps store that glucose. So you want to have healthy muscle groups, healthy big large muscle groups, and you want to make sure you work those out. And having strong muscles, having good muscle mass, helps you continue to be able to do your activities of daily living as we get older. Okay. So exercise and nutrition, we hear about that all the time. A couple of things that we don't always hear about is sleep and stress management. Sleep is very important to your overall health. If you think about it, a third of our life is spent asleep. We spend about 8 hours a day sleeping, and if we didn't need to sleep, evolution would have wiped it out, right? We've been in existence for thousands of years. If we didn't need to sleep, if you think about it, back in the caveman days, sleep was when we were very vulnerable, right? We could be attacked by lions, tigers, and we've had to devise so many ways to be protected while we were asleep, okay? If you think about all mammals sleep, dolphins sleep. Dolphins have evolved to be sleeping like with one eye closed for half the time, and then the other eye closed the other time. Sleep evolutionarily is very important. It's very important for our physiology, and it's important to get 8 hours of high quality sleep. I know it's a popular notion to have this idea that, oh, I'll sleep when I die. I don't need to sleep now. But that's not a healthy attitude. Our sleep helps regulate our mood, helps regulate our cognition. It's important for our heart health, important for our gut health, important for our reproductive health. Studies show that, those who get good night's sleep help ward off dementia. Good night's sleep helps you prevent heart disease. And, if you think about it, think about all the cravings. And this is true for people who work in emergency medicine, work night shift work, and if they don't get a good quality of sleep, what happens is that if you just get 4 hours and you wake up and you're tired, you're not going to make healthy eating habits. You're gonna go and grab a pint of ice cream or a chocolate chip cookie. So it's important that, if you want to maintain your overall holistic, balanced, healthy lifestyle, you have to focus on getting a good 8 hours of sleep. All right. And then the last is stress management. We all get exposed to some kind of stresses throughout our day. How we respond to that plays a big role in our overall health. If we get stressed out by every little thing, that tends to release a lot of cortisol, which is an inflammatory marker. So we want to minimize that. And you have to have ways of managing your stress. One thing is having lots of friends. Come on, Jennifer. Like having lots of friends.
Friends?
Yeah. Speaking of friends, having a network of people that you can work with, you can talk to, having fellowship through either your church group or through your family, through your society, having a community that you can rely on, lean on, having family and friends. This is very important. Another important thing, part of stress management is exercise helps manage stress, sleep helps manage stress, meditation helps you manage stress. So whatever works for you, you have to figure out ways to help minimize your responses to how you respond to stress. You have to figure out how to be resilient.
Dr. Rad, I have a question. So earlier you said the importance.
I still had a few
I'm sorry, you were on a flow. I know. Forgive me for breaking your flow. A lot of people say.
I'll try not to get stressed out about it.
Don't ask me questions. You're stressing me out. So I would say I'm gonna catch up on my sleep. Is that real? Is that true?
So you can get a sleep deficit. So like, let's say you're only sleeping 4 hours, 6 hours, and then you will need to catch. You have to think about it as like a bank deposit, and you're withdrawing. You need to try to make that up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. But don't say that I'm gonna go to sleep when I die. That's not a healthy attitude to have. You should try to aim to have 8 hours of quality sleep every night.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. So, I don't want to be preachy, but those are, instead of saying don't do this, what I prefer to do is, say these are things to do. Eat well, exercise, manage your stress, get a good night's sleep. But there are some habits that there's one habit that I definitely want to encourage you. If you want to live a long, healthy quality of life, you have to avoid smoking. You cannot smoke. That is the biggest thing. That if there's one thing that you're doing that you want to cut, give up smoking. Okay. Now the other problem that's creeping up in our society is loneliness. Okay. This leads to a lot of stress, and this hurts our quality of life. Sorry, my cameraman is cracking up, and it's very hard to focus. All right.
She might be feeling a little too lonely.
So, all right. Thank you, guys. We plan on doing this regularly. If you have other questions, please bring them up. We'll probably get into some of these topics in greater detail. Okay. And I'd also like to thank our second sponsor.
Yes, thank you very much to iHeart Nature for always being so generous and giving back to the community, and also for every bar soap that you purchase, we get to plant a tree. So it's always all about giving back to our community. And Dr. Rad, thank you so much for being here with us today and for going live. And, I know I kind of cracked a little joke there about our producer behind the camera about the loneliness. Loneliness really, truly is a big deal. And I really like what you said about making sure that we have friends and we have people to talk to, because that kind of helps out with the loneliness. So
thank you, guys. This was a lot of fun. We hope to be able to do this. We'd love your support. Tune in. We'll try to do this regularly. This was a lot of fun for us. Hope you enjoyed it. Please join our click, like, subscribe, whatever.
Yeah, we love all the little hearts and the likes. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, thank you.
Bye.